EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Space City, Houston, Texas, and NRG Stadium. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Arizona Cardinals and the Houston Texans. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. Jason Sanders has us ready for the start. And off we go from Houston. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. He's going to test this secondary right away. That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be second down now.
18, 11. 19 Texans. Hey, uno more. Hey, uno.
From the gun, here's Stroud. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A pickup of 14 on that one. First down for Houston.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
A first carry here for Devon Achane. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
And he is out of bounds. That's a couple yards short of the marker, and it'll bring up third down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 2.
Two jet. 18. What's up? Close.
He'll try and run it here. It's Achane. It's a pickup of 13 yards. It's good for a Texans first down.
And the Texans first down. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
19 Texans. Turn up. 11.
Stroud to throw. The throw here is complete. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
2 yards on the pickup.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Second down and 8.
Here we go.
Stroud. That one complete to Watson.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
On the quick, right? 118.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Rolling right, taking off, he'll try to get there. And he's got the first down. He'll slide to a stop and take it to first and goal.
Those plays are killers for a defense. You think you have the quarterback hemmed in. You think you have a chance for your pass rush to get you off the field. Instead, he gets away, picks up some tough yards, and sets his team up first and goal.
Here's a run. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal.
So they're not going to get the yardage to reflect it, but I actually thought that was a pretty nice job by the running back, at least getting back to the original line of scrimmage. This offensive line,
the ball comes out. Cardinals say they have it, and they do.
And that's just got to be a really deflating way to start this game, Mike. I mean, you work on this opening script all week long with the expectation that you're going to start fast, and then you come out early, careless with the ball. They knock it loose and create the early takeaway.
And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
The 16-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
They'll stick with him again. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
And this ball incomplete on third down. The Cardinals lining up for punt, as he'll take this a yard or two into his own end zone. This returnable from inside his own 40. And it's a very nice return. He has given the offense a short field. Now a stoppage for an injured Texan.
All right.
On the carry, it's Achane. And he broke through the initial contact, winds up getting about 3. It's second down.
7-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Here we go. Let's go.
To throw is Stroud. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10.
How's this?
On first and 10, here's Benson. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Trey Benson. Touchdown, Texans. What a year. That is touchdown number 22 on the season. The extra point, up and good. And the Texans will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline.
Ready, set.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Dragon 60.
Play action. It's Milroe. That is brought in. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. That pickup good for 29 yards.
A gain of 29 yards. First down, Cardinals.
So after one, it's the Texans who have the early lead. More from Houston coming up in a moment. Second quarter starts. Cardinals in possession of the football as they've got it with 1st and 10.
Ready, ready. Warrior 70. Get up. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Out of the gun, it's Milroe. And this one is intercepted. Derek Stingley comes up with it.
He's just late on that throw. I don't even think he ever saw that defender drop into the zone, and it ends up costing the team the ball.
At their own 11-yard line.
118.
They'll go play action. Now, problem. He loses the football near his own goal line. Fortunate that that was not worse for the offense. The pressure's on. They knock it out of the quarterback's hands, but only a safety instead of the defense getting a touchdown.
Yeah, and as a quarterback, Mike, you always have that clock in your head, but that clock has to speed up even quicker when you find yourself dropping in your own end zone. And fortunately for them, that fumble doesn't lead to a touchdown, but instead results in the 2-point safety.
Okay, ready?
At the 34-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll begin here on the ground. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
70 Lions, trap 50, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
From the gun, it's Milroe. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up, wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
On 3rd down, Milroe. Looking for Campbell. He's got it. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. His 50th reception on the season, and he's got a 1st down to go with it. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's a handoff out of the gun, and he is planted backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line. From the shotgun, it's Milroe. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
18, Runner, Viking, 18. Warrior, 70.
Throwing is Milroe. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
At their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. On play action. Stroud. He'll take a shot for Watson. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Christian Watson, the intended receiver. It's second down.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and throw the guy a parade for ultimately what was an incompletion, but can we just take a second to appreciate the arm strength he was able to show there? I mean, I think that ball's over 60 yards in the air, and I would be surprised if they continue to just air it out and see if they can complete one of those.
Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. Short throw there, pulled in by Musgrave. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
On the move, left is Benson. Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. And he will go all the way. Ray Benson, touchdown Texans. That's his second touchdown so far here in the first half. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown. Drive will start on the ground, and a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 15-yard pickup there. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Cardinals first down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. That is a gain of 15 halfway there as he's down at the 15. 2 minutes remaining here in this first half. Greg and I, back from Houston. In a moment. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's first and 10.
70 Lions. 18. 5 here. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Milrow. That one is caught by Campbell. The elusiveness on display there. Nifty footwork setting up first and goal.
It's been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with first and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. They'll send the tight end in motion. The RPO, that one is complete. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Touchdown, Cardinals. It's his third touchdown catch this year. Jason Sanders on for the point after. He's got it. And the Cardinals have cut the deficit to 5. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. This returnable from the 4. And the good kick pays off. They'll only be able to take this past the 10-yard line.
Look the hot. Ow, for tonight. Hey, one more.
On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. We'll get this into the hands of Devon Achane. And he's going to be out of bounds, up past the 20.
15 yards on the play. And the Texans, first down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Stroud to throw here on 1st down. He'll let this one rip, looking for Watson. That's going to be incomplete. Hubbard's very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Tony. Ow, for tonight. 19 Texans.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Oh, he gets a good read defensively and intercepts it. Picked off by Mika Fitzpatrick. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
Well, but this guy might lose a little bit, Mike, as he gets long in the tooth. He certainly makes up for it in experience. You're not going to be able to do a lot of things to trick him on the back end. He reads this play right from the jump, makes a great break on the ball, and if that ball hits his hands more times than not, it's going to be a takeaway.
They converge on him quickly. They'll only get a couple. Tackle there by Will Anderson.
19 Tigers. 70 Timberwolves. Buffalo 18.
To the air, it's Milrow. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. And it'll be 3rd down.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
Now a timeout charge to Arizona. That is their 2nd as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
Panther 60.
Nick Fry is the motion man.
70 Ranger.
On 1st and 10, it's Milrow. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
7 Pirates.
Nick Fry is the motion man.
19 Lions. Dragon 60. Trap 60.
Tight end going in motion here. Again, it's Milroe. He'll let this go towards the end zone. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their second. As that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on them early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Why, Tony? Hey, uno.
Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow. So that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. He'll try to run for it. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. He fields it at the 8.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Let's go now.
Here's a run to begin this third quarter. Not much happening there. Just a short game.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage of the game.
Panther 11.
Here's Milroe to throw. He'll go right and find his running back, and he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line. Call it a gain of 13. It's an Arizona first down.
60. Buffalo 18. Let's go.
Now it's Milroe. That's to the left side, taken in by Harrison. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Come on. Ready.
Now a give up the middle. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
19 Lions, 19 tight, 19 tight.
Milroe on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
Oh, look at this. It's a fake. And they will finally bring him down, but what a call there. The fake works. Big yardage. And the first down. Couple of first downs already on this drive, and they'll go first down from the 43. They'll go play action with Milroe. Throw on the run is complete. 18 yards on the pickup there. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
This pass defense, it just has to be better than this, Mike. They have to do a better job accounting for everybody in their coverages. They have to play their defense exactly according to the plan, because if not, this quarterback has enough weapons. He can spread the ball out.
The ball comes out. And it will be another turnover as this defense does it again.
What's that?
Play clock down to 0. That is not the way to start a drive.
What 18? What's that?
Stroud going to set up to throw. That one out wide to Anchin.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 12 at the 26-yard line.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 73 yards. Touchdown, Houston. The extra point is good. And the Texans will extend this third quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
They go play action now with Milrow. Going for it all. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
Seven Pirates, 18, 5 years. Mustang 19.
On second down, Milrow. Right here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
And he will slide to a halt, but he does have the first down.
This is exactly how it's supposed to look on third down. His eyes are downfield, nothing materializes. He quickly decides he can do it himself, picks up the first down, and then to protect himself with the slide, well done.
Play action, it's Milrow. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 31 yards.
19 Tiger.
Now a run on first down. And it's a big run down to the 10-yard line. That is a gain of 20. What a chance now. First and goal coming up. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's first and goal. He'll get a yard or two to the 8. Second and goal. Here now, second down and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the 8-yard line.
Lions.
From the shotgun, it's Milrow. And he'll take this down to the 2, but a good tackle there. Going to set up third and goal.
Brings up third and goal.
60 Vikings.
They'll run. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. That gives him 14 touchdowns for the year. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Throwing is Milrow. To the end zone. It's intercepted.
I'm always curious how a defense is going to respond. So you give up a touchdown, you give up 6, and now the offense is trying to extend it to 8. How are you going to buckle down? How are you going to hang in there? In this case, let's give them a little credit. Keep those 2 off the board, and they can come to the sideline and regroup.
Now return coming from the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
At their own 26-yard line.
On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. And a missed tackle there. He pushes forward. That'll give him 4 yards.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second and 6.
All right.
Once again, it's Achane. And he'll work this forward to the 35. Micah Fitzpatrick up to make the stop.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up third and 1.
So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. On the ground, Achan opens up this 4th quarter. Needs to get to the 35. I'm not sure he got there. Defense thinks he is short, and he is. It is 4th down. Take it in, back at his own 12. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line.
Ready.
And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
Will Anderson on the tackle. It's a gain of 5.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. Now Milroe. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. They put Campbell in motion. On play action, Milroe. He'll try and get there on the ground.
When you find yourself trailing here late in the game, decision-making is critical. Not only is he able to extend the drive by picking up the 1st down with his legs, great job by the quarterback understanding, get out of bounds, stop the clock, save as much time as possible as they try to make a comeback.
And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. That's the linebacker, Christian Harris.
Well, I think by now, Mike, we know where the biggest mismatch of this game has been. This defense is all over this passing game. Everywhere they look, they have defenders in the right spot. They've resulted now in 3 interceptions, all while forcing this offense to try to adjust their game plan on the fly.
Here's a give to Achan. And he's going to be out of bounds following a gain of about 5 on 1st down. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Achan. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
This taken at the 5. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. Now Milroe on 1st down. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. They'll mark him down up beyond the 30. Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
From the gun, it's Milroe. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, it's Milroe. Quick throw here is complete. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. Talk things over before 3rd down.
Ready, set. Mustang 19. Let's go.
Milroe. And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
Panther 60, Panther 19 Lions.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on down. On play action. Stroud. The blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes.
It's a 10-yard loss.
The defensive coaches, they preach all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Well run with H.A. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Houston. So 2 touchdowns for him in this one. Numbers 12 and 13 on the year.
Texans will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll drop to throw. Moving outside the pocket. And he'll try for the pylon, but they're going to mark him out short as the attempt for 2 is unsuccessful. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Off the play fake, here's Milroe. Throwing up top. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
He's got to do a better job using his eyes, Mike, and he's just not manipulating the defense at all by looking off the defenders. And at this level of ball, if you just continue to stare down your primary read, you're going to lead the defenders right to the ball, and he's lucky this one just fell incomplete.
And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. That one is caught by Campbell. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Milroe going to throw it again. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their second. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. A pickup there of 28 yards. Here's first down.
18, 5 years. Come on.
Again, it's Milroe. That is caught at the 3. And he is out of bounds. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up first down and goal.
And these are the moments in the game, Mike, where you need your best players to come through and make their presence felt. And that's exactly what he does there. Picks up a nice reception, good chunk of yards, and they keep their hopes alive.
Now, first and goal. Throwing again, it's Milroe.
That first and goal sack now changes everything defensively, Mike. You imagine that you're in a 4-down territory where the offense is going to try to take advantage of the field position and punch it in over the goal line. Now, can you hold up on second and third down and come away with forcing a field goal, which in this situation, I think is a huge win.
Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop. Clock is stopped. 47 seconds left here in the fourth. Now here's second and goal.
19 sight. Go!
McBride is the motion man.
Let's go!
To the air, it's Milroe. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
They've got just the 2 timeouts remaining, so they'll line up and take their chances right here with an onside kick.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
Now give up the middle, it's Benson. Finds an alley to the 35. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Now the extra point. He's got it. And the Texans will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
37, Cardinals 22.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. He'll start at the 4. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
Their own 23-yard line.
Texans going to use the last of their timeouts here. And they'll stop it with a little over 30 left in the game. Here's first and 10. McBride is the motion man. On first down, it's Milroe. That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings, 79 Broncos, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
McBride is the motion man.
Warriors 70.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. Fourth down, and here's Milrow. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. So wind up a turnover on down.
Turnover on down.
Here we go. Tony.
On first down, it's Stroud. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. They'll line it up to kick the extra point. The kick is good. And the Texans are able to extend the lead.
44. Cardinals 22.
Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here we go. One final play. Headed left, buying time. Off he goes. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So it's a win here for the Texans. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.